Welcome back to the D4 channel.
Hey.
And man, we got a banger episode of AHSOKA to talk about with y'all today.
It's 50 whole minutes.
50 whole
50
minutes
whole minutes.
of pure Star Wars joy. But before we get to that, of course, like and subscribe to the D4 channel. What do we have to do for them to notify?
Hit the notification bell.
Yes, hit the bell for every time we upload a video. Because if you want this kind of hype that we are in right now for AHSOKA episode 5, The Shadow Warrior, subscribe. Because I know y'all love this episode because my God, internet, if by some reason you find a way to hate this episode, you hate life. And what is you doing?
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, haters.
See you tomorrow.
But of course, this is a spoiler review episode of episode 5 of AHSOKA called The Shadow Warrior. So if you haven't seen The Shadow Warrior episode 5 of AHSOKA, leave now because this is a spoiler review. All right, D4, let's jump into this.
There's a lot to jump into.
Woo! Oh my God, where do you want to begin? I'm gonna let you guide the ship today. We're not going to worry about it. We're gonna try to, but like you know the drill. Like we're gonna just talk about the episode.
Why is the only thing in my head whales?
All right, we can start with the whales. We can start with the Purgils because my God, I mean we saw them. What was it? Episode? I want to say was it 3? I think it was 3. 3, yeah, because 4 was when they fought in the 4. So we saw them in 3
yes.
when they're landing on the planet. And we got a good glimpse of them, but we get a full perfect
big boys.
Oh my, they are beautiful.
And then you're like, this is the biggest one, and it's like, no.
This guy, so it's like, yeah, that one will do. I was like, that's the Moby Dick of Space Whales right there.
Bro, even did the
which I was like, I would not. I trust the Space Whales. But out of, claustrophobia and all that stuff, I would not want to be in that.
Well, I mean, they're nice dudes.
How you know it's a dude?
Because I was a dude.
Oh, you talking to the Space Whale?
So that was the look of a, I got you, bro.
That's true.
I'm your dude.
He's like, what you need? And so he said, I need a ride. He's like, I got you, fam. He's like, get it in my mouth. I got you.
Get in my mouth.
And that's how, basically, because if they saw the last episode, Sabine betrayed all of us. I mean, she didn't really, but she went with the bad guys, because we all know it's Sabine, and she went to the other galaxy. So they're like, how are we supposed to get there?
I don't know. Oh,
we hear the whales. So, and if you remember Rebels, that's where Ezra and Thrawn, that's how they got into the galaxy, because space whales carried them off. So why not ride space whales to find them?
Hey, it's a unique way of
traveling. Which at first we were like, how are you gonna do that? Are you gonna land the ship on his head and like magnetize it? Like I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, we really thought they were just gonna land on like the biggest one.
Yeah.
But
no, they went straight in his mouth.
No, I guess it would make more sense. Like, what are you supposed to do?
That's true. Yeah, because I'm like, they go on the back, they will fall off. And then we were thinking, was Ahsoka just gonna go by herself riding the space whale? I was like, if she did that, she would have died.
Yeah, she is pretty smart. I don't think she would just
grab one with no spacesuit and be like, okay, I guess we're going to
see y'all.
Bro, she'd have got eviscerated by space. So that's how the episode ended. That's how it ended. But you want to talk about what we're really here for?
Hey, Sky
Gang Snips. Oh my God, D4. I was like tearing up. You couldn't see it because it was dark. This episode with Anakin and Ahsoka was fantastic.
It was more than that. It was everything.
D4. It was absolute bliss. And for all you people out there saying Hayden Christensen didn't look good, I don't know what you talking about, man.
Nah, you mad jealous. Tell me you jealous.
They jealous as hell.
They're like, hairline receding. They're like, man, why my hair ain't looking good?
They can't even do any of the flips he's doing in the episode. None of that. It literally looked like he didn't age a day. I know they used makeup on him and everything to make him look a little younger and probably some CGI. But man, he looked literally like you plucked him out of episode 3 in 2005. And put him in Ahsoka, and he looked great. What do you thought about this? I almost called you Ahsoka.
This is Ahsoka.
She might do a conflict in the future with Ahsoka.
Don't say I was copying or impostering, please.
Of course not. You're actually Ahsoka. And what do you think about Anakin Ahsoka?
I thought that it was gonna start with an apology, and I was wrong. It was still very heartwarming for a moment, and then again later. But I expected this man to say, "Yo, I'm so sorry for my transgressions." No, he said, "Live or
die."
Okay.
We're gonna score this later on, and we doctored some points because he did not give an apology. Because I'm like, after everything he said, even the line when he pulls out his lightsaber and she says, "I will not fight you," he's like, "I heard that before," and I'm like, bro,
that's messed up. That literally left her in trauma, PTSD.
For real.
And this man made a joke about it.
He's like,
which is actually pretty on brand.
Honestly, that is kind of on brand for Anakin, yeah. So like, even though it was like a jab, I was like, Clone Anakin would say something like that.
He would, you know.
And if you guys are like, you don't know what we're talking about, in Rebels season finale of season 2, Ahsoka fights Vader, and she says, "I will not fight you," and his response is, "Then you will die." So and now he's making a joke about it in Ahsoka, which is beautiful. And the way they fight D4 was so awesome,
clean and scary because they're literally like floating on nothingness.
Literally,
glass nothingness,
and no railings. As Star Wars love, no railings on the damn thing. Oh, like the fight was perfect. Hayden Christensen, he fights like how he does in Revenge of the Sith, and Ahsoka's holding her own because, you know, she's been through it. She's been training.
Yeah, and there's not much learning to do.
Right? Like, she's pushing 40, and she's literally like, I've been through all of this. That's why he's like, I'm going to complete your training. She's like, it's a little...
I mean, he gave her one thing.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it wasn't... I guess that's training in a sense. I don't know.
Even though she technically kind of went through it her whole life, but I guess she needed a little reminder of like, you need to live or die. Do you really want to live?
I guess, you know, and it did help her.
It did help because like a lot of you guys were complaining about her not smiling a lot.
Congrats. Sky Guy made her smile.
Sky Guy made her smile the whole episode. Because she was smiling
ear to ear the whole episode after that.
Right? And her whole, like, energy was different. She even started wearing the all white stuff, which we'll get to later because at the end of Rebels, when she meets Sabine, she's wearing all white. And people are assuming, she's going to go to, they call her Ahsoka the Grey to Ahsoka the White.
Ahsoka the White.
Ahsoka the White. So now she's Ahsoka the White. And that whole sequence in the World Between Worlds was amazing.
Yes, when like what was it? He just lightsaber the freaking floor, and then she like fell down, and then she turned to baby.
Oh, she baby Ahsoka! I don't know the actress's name who plays younger Ahsoka. But man, she looked so cute. Oh my, her little grew the tendrils and everything. Oh my.
So much trauma.
Bro, so much trauma. And we love it. And you love the Clone Wars. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was literally like, hey, Clone Wars fans, here's a kiss.
Oh, I'm like, just smooch me up. Like, you know how much times I've seen fan art of, like, Hayden's face in the Clone Wars armor?
Hey, there it is. There's your fan service.
Bro, we got it. If they got Obi-Wan, if they got Ian McGregor in there.
Too much fan service.
Oh, I don't know if his schedule is tired. I really wanted him in this episode.
We all wished. Because
he's not coming back. This is the one time we're going to see Anakin. He's not coming back. No. So we're not gonna get Ian McGregor. But man, we got him. We got Captain Rex in the background,
and he was looking stunning. Armor shining.
Oh god, with his dual pistols, just pew pew pewing. I love the whole conversation about like he's like, when Obi-Wan taught me, you know, we were keepers of the peace, but when I taught you, we were in war.
They were, you know, just put the like 12-year-old in war or whatever.
Bro, I love because in the anime series she looks young, but like she looks older. I don't know if it's because of animation in general.
Yeah, because in animation she looked like 14, which she was 14, right?
Yeah, she was 14. Yeah. And
then in this she literally looked like she was like 10.
She was like 10, which like technically would make sense because she would look, because the real difference is when they switch to the Siege of Mandalore and the Clone Wars anime series, she looks visibly, she's still young, but she looks visibly older. But I forget how young she's only like 17 when that happened. She's still a baby.
Oh my god. And even when she grew up, oh my god.
Right?
Like, the kid version, the teenage version, all look amazing.
They all look great. Yeah. And I think it was the same actress who played both the younger version and then the teenage version. Mm-hmm. And they both look great. And I love the whole conversation. He's like, you gotta learn how to live or die, and you gotta learn how to be a soldier, because this is what we are. You gotta.
And soldiers smile.
Soldiers smile. And she's literally like, I can't remember what he said during, I think, the first vision. She's like making a joke because like she's like, look at all we've lost. You see the clone troopers like dying and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, doesn't that bother you? He's like, of course it does. And then he makes some kind of joke, and she's like, I need you to not make jokes at this time. He's like, you want me to be serious right now? Like, what do you want me to do? I need to be serious. Which if you see the Clone Wars, they make jokes to distract themselves from the.
It's the best way of coping.
Yes.
Humor is the best cope mechanism.
It's the best, because if they had to think about the depressing stuff that they're going through every day.
Yeah, that's literally what people do in war. They gotta cope.
So they make jokes. That's what they do. Yeah. They make jokes in the Clone Wars. There's an episode where they're literally doing a kill count. Like, how many people or droids you killed today? And they're like, 65. Like, I beat you 72. I'm like,
one away from 66.
Right? So I love that whole thing. And then the transition to the Siege of Mandalore.
Ooh.
That looks so clean. What were your thoughts running through your head when you saw that?
But yeah, I was like...
Right? Jump scare.
I was like, oh my god, it's beautiful.
I'm like, oh, everything's clean. You saw the Maul DeLoreans, and you saw with Captain Rex said, let's go! And I said... Follow Captain Rex, bro.
They didn't have to go that hard, but they did.
They
did not have to go that hard. They literally could have just went, all right, here's Anakin, blah, 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 blah. And then it'd be like, Ahsoka, wake up.
Right, exactly.
But no, they said, Amma. They fluently said, nah.
Like, y'all gonna get your pay from the Clone Wars. Y'all eating real good. 5 meals a day, D4. We ate all those 5 meals. God, it's so good. And plus, I forget, like, because in season 7, right when he's about to run off to save the Chancellor, she's doing that. So he finally gets to see like what she went through on Mandalore. He's like, man, you went through a lot. She's like, yeah.
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 You know?
What was part of your soul kind of hoping we were gonna get Maul?
No, I actually wasn't thinking about that.
I thought I knew there was no story way of getting him in there, but I really, like, selfishly, I just wanted him to be in it.
I actually did not think... He's literally my favorite character, but I actually did not think about that. I guess I consume so much Maul content that I'm actually satisfied.
I am very satisfied with Maul.
Satisfied.
Like, the way his story ended up being and how it ended, like, I'm very satisfied. Yeah. But a little part of me was like, can we just, like, go to the part where she meets Maul real quick?
That was gonna be too much for them.
Yeah, so instead of getting Maul, we get dark side Anakin Skywalker. Yes. Because Ahsoka is like, it's like, I don't want to fight anymore. I was like,
oh, you don't want to fight?
Yeah, he said, all right. And then even as she made a little jab at him, she's like, you're more dangerous than anyone could have fought. He said, I am more than that, and so are you. And he pulls out his lightsaber, turns red, and I'm like, what is going on?
You better stop.
Oh, he does not stop. He starts swinging. His dark side makeup looks so good.
The makeup in this whole show is fantastic.
For real,
like I don't know why in some things it's like the makeup's like okay, and then this one is just phenomenal. Correct,
right? Like that's the inconsistencies I wish they would correct, because sometimes it looked like kind of and then sometimes it'd be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
This one they don't miss. I haven't seen a single character they like messed up the makeup
for real, right? Yeah. Like Hera looks great. Even Jason Sandula with his green hair looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does not look bad.
Like it looks and also let's talk about Jason real quick.
Oh yeah,
because they were part of this episode, because Hera and them land on the planet with Carson Tevin and a few of the pilots, and they can't find Sabine or Ahsoka, and Jason's like, listen to the sound of the waves, Mama. And she's like, okay, fine.
Come on.
And he's like, you hear that? She's like, hear what? The lightsabers. And I'm like,
which is insane.
Correct, because they're in another like dimension.
Like, what does that mean? Like, hello, Theris, hey, oh my god.
Right?
The fact that you can hear that, and then she just came from above the water. Like, what does this mean?
What is that like?
What does this mean?
I'm gonna assume her spirit got transported to the world between worlds while she was drowning. And so her body was there physically on the planet, but her mind was in the space. But the fact that Jason could sense in the world between worlds is impressive.
And then hear the lights.
Right?
It's
crazy.
I don't know. I hope they explain that more.
They and we were making a joke during the episode. She chose to train Sabine. Someone.
Why did she train? Like, Sabine already has her Mandalorian stuff. Mm-hmm. Like,
and this kid over here is clearly force sensitive to the point where Huang is like, he has abilities. His father was a Jedi. I love Carson Taylor's response, which is for the fans who never watched Rebels.
Yeah.
Okay, like, whatever.
Okay.
All right, like, okay, cool.
I don't know why really tossing this little prodigy to the side.
Right? He's literally Jason Solo from the Legends. He's literally gonna be, if he ever gets trained to be a Jedi, he's literally gonna be like one of those guys who's gonna be running around beating a lot of people's butts with the Force.
No, but they're like, nah, you're not.
Even Huang's like, he's like, the kid asks, "Can you train me?" I think Huang says no.
He said no.
And we're like,
I'm like, isn't this why you were built? Is that not why he was built?
Correct. To help Jedi make their lightsabers and to train them.
So he was more willing to train Sabine, which he did not believe in, than the actual kid who can hear lightsabers in another realm.
Yep. Crazy. I was like, bro, someone trained this kid because again, this is probably why they're kicking themselves about the sequel trilogy, because literally, if they could see hindsight, in episode 7, 8, and 9, we would have seen Grogu. We would have seen this kid. But because...
Do y'all think with all this stuff going on, they're gonna make our own version of 7, 8, 9 again?
No, because people were worried about this episode changing what we know. Yeah. And if you guys know Rebels, the world between worlds is not time travel. It's, I mean, it can be if you, because I think technically you probably wanted that to control time and space. Yeah. But really what the world between worlds is a teaching lesson.
But it's crazy that in 7, 8, 9, you're not going to see anything that...
No. Which is why they're making, I think they're making 10, 11, and 12, or Rey's new movies. I'm going to assume that because we didn't see them, which I guess is a good thing, knowing how the sequel trilogy went, they're still alive, hopefully. So hopefully when Rey's starting her new Jedi Order, she already had people who've been through it already, like Jason and maybe Grogu. I would hope.
I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but you know.
I really hope. So I mean, whether he gets trained as a Jedi or not, I hope someone trains this kid because he clearly has very special talent.
Yes, please stop ignoring this kid.
Yeah,
please.
so someone gonna train him, but not Sabine. I know it's not Luke, so I don't know who the hell's gonna take this kid, and maybe it's another random Jedi out there surviving. But someone take this green-haired baby boy who's playing with Chopper, which is so cute.
I know he's chasing Chopper.
Chopper's spinning around. That's the one time Chopper didn't look like a war criminal.
Yeah. I guess that's the one guy he likes.
Which it's funny. Star Wars Explained was like, would you let Chopper babysit your child? And I actually thought about it. I'm like, my initial response was no. But then I was like, if Chopper loves me, he's the only one I let babysit my child because he'd kill everybody else around him.
Yeah, that's right. He would protect that child to the end of Earth.
Yeah, and he would massacre a village just like that. So I was like, my innocent response was like,
so it depends on your status with Chopper.
Yeah, if Chopper don't like you, do not hang your child.
No, especially if you're a guy.
Yeah, especially if you're a guy.
Especially if you're a guy, forget it.
Forget it. Do not hand your baby. So that was great, and I love how the pilots are like flying to kind of try to search for Ahsoka while she's having this whole trippy thing. And I love that she bests Anakin, but I'm gonna assume he let her best him because, like, let's be real. Even toward my brother who's probably the biggest Anakin Skywalker hating Christensen lover, he was like, he don't lose, and I'm like, Obi-Wan beat his butt twice, like real bad. And he said Obi-Wan different. I said, okay, fair.
Obi-Wan is built different. That man's a whole trick of the trade.
Yeah. Like, he's the only one besides Palpatine who could just bully this man on a regular basis. So I was like,
got that charm.
I really want to see this
the
episode.
Beard, bro.
Oh, imagine the Clone Wars armor with the beard.
One could dream.
I don't know how we would ever see that again. Maybe if they make Obi-Wan season 2. Maybe they can actually, you know what? I'll bring an idea. Little sidetrack. Obi-Wan season 2. At the end of Obi-Wan season 1, Qui-Gon says, "Come along, we have a ways to go."
Yeah.
I want him to do the Force training to become a Force ghost, and what I want to happen is what happened in this episode: a whole vision of him in the past, and I want to see Duchess Satine. Dave Filoni, you hearing me in the void of YouTube?
Hey.
Look at us, the D4 channel.
We're D4. Remember how you started putting us in the Mandalorian?
Because you heard our prayers.
You love us.
You love us. You love us, Dave
Put us in
Filoni.
the Mandalorian.
Please.
Come on, you listen to us more, right?
Please, you know you listen to us.
You know you love us, droids.
You love us, droids. And the droids want Obi-Wan in clone armor talking to Duchess Satine. And put Hayden Christensen while you're at it in there. And little Ahsoka.
Well, if you want.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. So, D4. God, I love this episode so much.
It's packed. It's packed.
It's packed. 52 minutes of pure enjoyment. I love how when she takes out her lightsaber, she like, you can see like she's like I won't kill you. And
you can see in her eyes, she's like she got the crazy eyes.
Yeah, she got that crazy eyes. She's like, I'm gonna do it. And then she's like, I can't do it. And and like I love the transition of him like looking at him with his death eyes, and then he looks up with his baby blue eyes.
Like a little cat.
Yeah! And he's like, well, I guess there's hope for you yet. And he just dips. And me and D4 like, yo, you didn't.
He had no apology letter.
No.
Not even an apology sentence.
Nope. And the whole time he was teasing her of him being Vader.
He's like
walking as a transition of him being Vader. I'm like, is that an apology?
Hey, my apology is traumatizing you a little more. And then Ahsoka said,
she's like, after that whole ordeal, she couldn't stop smiling.
She was like, I lived again.
Yeah. She's like, I chose to live.
I chose to live again.
And I think that meant more, it was more like a double, wait, is it a double entendre? Is that what it's called?
A double what?
Am I speaking gibberish? It's a double entendre or something like that. It's like a
entendre,
or I don't even know. I'm just putting words out of my mouth. Or like a double entendre.
I mean, I could be the crazy one. I ain't never heard of a double entendre.
It's like a double meaning. I think it's French. I think it's French. It's something like that. It's like a double meaning. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, instead of him saying, do you want to live? It's more of like, you know how some people could like, they're breathing, but they're not living life?
Yeah.
I think that's what he mainly was teaching her.
I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Is it entendre? Maybe it is.
I think so. Yeah, it's like a double meaning. Because I think like, it's a stupid, like, of course she wants to breathe, but like, like,
you want to breathe?
Well, some people don't want to breathe, but I think she wants to breathe. But he's really asking, do you want to live? Like, do you want to stop like being depressed? Do you want to stop like going day to day like you're going through the motions, or do you want to actually just live? I want to live. And she wakes up smiling from ear to ear all the time.
She's like,
and she wearing the all white, which is why we were speculating about, because in Rebels, even though they did the shot for shot ending in this show from Rebels, in Rebels she was wearing all white when she met Sabine, which is gonna be weird because I'm like, maybe they rescue Sabine from the whole thing and then she does that whole scene basically again. So now she went from Ahsoka the Grey to Ahsoka the White.
And she's glowing.
What's
her color?
Right. He was like, how are we going to, when they get into the whale, how are we going to know if they're going to lead us to Ezra? She's like, I have no idea. But we're just going to ride in and find out.
Force.
And I'm like, that's a pure Jedi right there. She's like, I'm just living in the moment. We'll figure it out when we get there.
They said, we going.
For all they know, they're taking them to another galaxy. That's not the one they go.
Imagine just in a completely different galaxy and it's like, oh, I didn't predict this one.
Just like, damn, I thought we were going to like the general area. Oh no, we took a whole other route. Huang.
So how are we getting back?
The whale. I don't know, man. You just told me you wanted one trip.
See y'all.
I love, first of all, the New Republic. The
Trash.
New Republic.
First order.
We support the First Order because Mon Mothma, bro.
Did you guys find any evidence? No, not really, but we're getting to it. Well, that's not enough. Okay,
I gotta
guys.
revoke your status as a
I'm
general.
revoking your status, even though you guys are doing more than we're doing.
I was like, bruh.
There is nothing bad happening in the New Republic.
Oh my god. I've never seen...
Okay, guys.
They bring a whole fleet to bring them in. When they need that whole fleet to stop the bad guys from going to get Thrawn.
Them. Big ring? I don't see that.
Oh.
I don't see a big ring.
No,
That's not part of my...
And people who are screaming for the Empire in episode 2.
Just a few scallywags.
I'm like, bro, they
not
were
a big deal.
Right, they were literally building Star Destroyer like hyperdrives.
It's just a 1 in a billion chance. It just happens sometimes.
Well, then I hope Kylo Ren comes up and does what he does. That's why every time I watch episode 7...
Who is that? I don't know who
that is. The screaming baby. He is the pure representation of Star Wars fans. I love him. Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren. That's Twitter right there.
Never heard that name in my life.
Oh, you never did?
Yeah.
Well, he blew up all of the Senate, and I started cheering because of you. Republic and how they moved out to space whales because we saw what happened in Rebels when they hit ships, they could blow them up. So they said,
yep. So Aaron's like,
they said, I love some of them. Some of the pilots were smiling.
They're like, others are like,
I'm like, bro, this is the most mystical thing you'll ever see in your lives. Enjoy it.
Yeah, you're like being amazed, but at the same time, you're like, I really hope this thing's not gonna crush me.
Exactly, and so they hyperspace jump all the way to whoever, God knows, the Force knows where.
The right place.
They're gonna land. In fact, I bet you, D4, they land more closer to Thrawn them than the actual bad guys.
I believe it.
I bet you that's what's gonna happen. Because the Force works in mysterious ways, and they would literally like pop up right like above Ezra's head. And Ezra's like, yo, where y'all been? And they're like, where's Sabine? Sabine's here?
She's kinda like...
She's with the rowdy crowd.
She's with the We Love Blue Man crowd.
Yeah, you know where Blue Man is? He's like, man, I haven't seen Blue Man in a few years.
I don't know where Blue Man is.
You know, after we jump, I separate from his ass because he tried to capture me again, and I have no idea what's happening. Either that or Thrawn's like having some friendship tea with other people in the galaxy. Also, I really hope we see different aliens.
Come on.
If we see more Twi'leks,
we're in a whole freaking other galaxy.
If I see more Twi'leks in that galaxy,
it's literally just more Twi'leks. It's more. They have like a unicorn.
Yeah, a unicorn. Yeah, I'm like, bro, there's literally just unicorn Twi'leks.
There's literally just like an alien that's just shaped like this. Just like the most curvy
alien.
It's like, hey,
how you doing, sexy lady?
And then everyone's like,
or maybe it's just an alien. This is a butt. Just a big old butt. Take hair on his butt and then just put eyeballs on it. You know? Boom. That's what it is.
I hope it's more like, you remember that one alien who was doing the singing? She's got that voice. I just want it to just be aliens like that.
A whole galaxy of aliens.
Everyone's gonna be like, I wanted sexy aliens.
I don't know what y'all talking about. I kind of guess my
you saw that mouth.
Which I think, if I remember correctly from somewhere, remember in the episode with Quinlan Voss where she was talking to the Hutt, hey baby.
Hey baby.
I think it's the same, someone said it's the same creature that was singing in Jabba's palace, the same woman. I was like, yo. She survived all that and she's still singing for Jabba.
She's honestly the best.
Kudos to her. Shout out to her. So I want a whole galaxy of her. This gonna get to speculation. So D4, what do you think is gonna happen in episode 6?
They're gonna be the Blue Man group.
It's
gonna be Thrawn and it's gonna be the whole Blue Man group.
Yo, we're gonna see a bunch of blue men.
It's literally gonna be a bunch of blue people.
Oh my god.
Everywhere.
Bro, he turns everyone blue. He said, my first decree, everyone is blue.
Everyone is blue.
Oh, okay. Blue Man group is what we're gonna see.
Yes, sir.
You know, I won't be mad at all. I would love to see that.
You know what? everything's wilding. We didn't even know we were gonna see Anakin again. So Blue Man Group is very doable.
All right, so she's predicting Blue Man Group. I'm predicting we're gonna see Ezra.
Yes.
Chained with Thrawn. Or Thrawn chained Ezra. He captured Ezra.
Yeah.
I was like, wait,
imagine they go and like Thrawn is just like this, and Ezra's like, hey guys.
I did it. I beat him. I chained him. Oh no, it's gonna be the opposite around.
50 Shades of Blue.
Yo, I would watch that.
What's happening here?
I would pull that up and I would like put that on. If Thrawn gave me a paper and he said, sign your soul away to me, I'm like, there you go, buddy.
All right.
I am yours. Do with me what you will. Okay?
And then he's going to just talk about art.
I know. And I'm like...
He's just going to be talking about art for 8 hours.
Do you know Leonardo da Vinci? Absolutely not. Who's
just
that?
Keep talking. Just keep talking, Thrawn.
Your milky voice.
Talking.
Just tell me a bedtime story.
We're literally just simping for Thrawn now.
Oh, the next episode, because only after episode 5, so we have 3 more episodes left. We have to see him in the next one.
Come on. Like, we're almost there.
We're almost there.
We're halfway there.
And I really hope it's like another 50-minute banger.
It's probably not going to be as long, but...
No, it's probably like 30 minutes.
Yeah, honestly.
Probably like 37 minutes.
There's a few episodes and a lot to still unpack, so...
So let's keep it rolling. You let us know what your predictions are for the next episode. And also, you let us know if you like this episode, because let's be real, there's only one answer, and this episode was just right. So tell me why you loved this episode and what you rate it. I rate this episode, D4, at 9.5 because I docked it because Anakin didn't say I'm sorry.
He did no apology letter.
No, he said I'm going to either kill you or you're going to choose to live.
Like, that's messed up.
Bro, I am sorry.
I am so sorry.
I'm sorry for killing my wife. I'm sorry for killing children. I'm sorry for being a menace to the galaxy. I'm sorry for trying to murder you on Malachor.
And I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. So we both rated it 9.5. You let us know what you rate this episode. God, we're loving Ahsoka and we're loving this podcast.
Let it keep going like this episode.
Yeah,
There was only one disappointing episode.
Correct.
But all the rest were good, great.
Great episodes. Like this, honestly, D4, this is already my favorite Star Wars. Yeah. Besides the Clone Wars, this is my favorite live action Star Wars series by far.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Like, you know how many times I rewatched those episodes? More times I can count on my fingers. And they're so rewatchable. I love this series. If they keep going the way they're going right now, this is gonna be like the best series ever.
Let's hope that the next episode is even better.
Even better. So Dave Filoni, keep doing what you're doing.
I like you, Hat Man.
Oh, Hat Man, you're writing bangers and you're filming bangers. So keep it up. We love being here with y'all. Again, like and subscribe, comment, because I haven't seen any. I actually checked the comments. No comments in our last video.
We see you guys liking.
We see you guys liking the video.
Thanks.
We do say thank you for the like, and also you're liking. I'm gonna put up the we're redoing the book club again because you guys are really loving the book club.
Y'all love free audiobooks.
Y'all love free audiobooks. So keep in touch for the High Republic Path of the Seat, because I'm gonna put that up on the channel. But again, comment on these videos. Let us know. Have a discussion with the D4 channel.
Hit the red button.
Hit the red button for notifications, all that stuff, and let us know. Have a conversation with us because we love talking to y'all. Because so far, all the comments we've ever gotten on this channel have been pretty dang good.
Yes.
So except for one. So
we remember you.
So yeah. But keep it up. And as always, this is the D4 channel. We love y'all. May the force be with you. Now it's time to hop into some Space Whales mouths. Ooh. See you later. Bye.